morning. Good morning, Buddy. Good morning, Clover. This is Dexter. This is Matt's dog. You good boy? Yeah. You're such a good boy. We love him. Hi, I'm Lexi, and welcome to my channel. I, first of all, just got back from church, and my room needs a little tidy up, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to sit down and we're going to do a little get to know me, because this is my first vlog ever, and I feel like you guys need to know a little bit about me. Let's go clean this room up. So I really wanted to also kind of explain what I want my channel to be. I work in social media, podcasting, and with influencers. I love working in that world, but I also love being behind the scenes. The reason why I'm creating my channel in general is because I want to challenge myself. Creating a YouTube channel is really scary and really intimidating. That is why I know I need to do it. Through being uncomfortable is where growth really happens, and I want to challenge myself, and what better way than to do it in front of the whole world. Something that really inspired me was I went to a Canon event, and that's where I got my vlog camera, which is the Canon PowerShot V1. I won it with a claw machine. As I was sitting there watching the submissions of so many creators, I was just in awe of the things that people can create, the ways that they can edit something so intricately and beautifully. I just was like, I want to do that. On another note, I really want 2026 to be me romanticizing my life. Also on my Instagram, Lexi Donato, I put a question box, and I'm going to answer some of those questions. Okay, the first one. What brought you to LA? I came to LA in 2011 for college. I went to Azusa Pacific University in Azusa, California. I loved it. It is a private Christian school in SoCal. It was the best 4 years of my life. I went into school pre-med, and in the first semester I was taking biology and I hated it. I also wanted to become a doctor, but I realized when I was taking biology, I'm like, one, I hate this. Two, I'm not good at it. And this will be like, I don't know, another 8 years of my life minimum. So I quickly changed my major to marketing, and that was the best decision I could have made at the time. That was what brought me to LA in 2011, and I've stayed here ever since. One question was, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I love Pilates. I religiously did mat Pilates at like an LA Fitness for so long. Now I use ClassPass and I do reformer Pilates, and it's been amazing. I've seen my body transform with Pilates. I used to do F45, which I loved F45 at the time, but I always say, why am I trying to train like an athlete when I'm in my 30s and I've never been an athlete my whole life? So I needed something that was just non-cortisol spiking, which enter Pilates. My other hobbies are online shopping. I mean, that was a joke, but hanging out with my dog, hanging out with my boyfriend. I love golfing. I am actually good at golfing. Depends who you're asking, I guess. My boyfriend and I go golfing, and it is such a fun activity. It's also really stress relieving. And yeah, one question is, how old are you? I am 31. I am turning 32 February 26th. Next one, how did you meet your boyfriend? Crazy story. My boyfriend and I were set up by our moms. A friend of our moms set us up. This friend of our moms didn't even know me and didn't even know him. This friend just knew that two of her friends in different circles were praying for their kid to find a good mate in LA, because it's hard to find a good person out here. She's never set up anyone before. She's never wanted to set up anyone before. It was a blind date, and it's kind of crazy because a lot of things have to come together for a setup, you know? Like, our ages. He is a year older than me. We actually came out to California the same year. He went to Biola. I went to Azusa Pacific, which they're rival colleges. Like, I almost went to Biola, so that's kind of crazy. We're both Christians. We both have similar upbringings, and he's such a sweet man. He's so good to me. He's so nice and I love him a lot. Okay, next question. What's one thing you're excited to share in future videos? I just want to share my life. I want to get better at storytelling what I'm doing in a day. I did a little come with me to get a pinky ring video that was a vertical kind of vlog. That was so much fun. So I want to do more of those things. What do you hope people feel after watching your videos? I love that YouTube can sometimes just be a sense of entertainment to escape from normal life. It's kind of like you're watching somebody else's reality show, and I've found that fun when I watch other people's vlogs. So I guess just an escape from your life. Where are you from? Why did you move to LA? Okay, I already answered the why I moved to LA for college. I'm from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, which is north central Pennsylvania, 40 minutes to an hour from State College, which is where Penn State is. It's about 3 hours from Philadelphia, 4 hours from Pittsburgh. Where is your favorite place to work from? You're looking at it. Sometimes I do love working from bed, don't get me wrong. I have a local coffee shop called Saint, and I love working from there. So that would be my favorite place to work from. What are you binge watching right now? I wouldn't say that this is a binge watch, but one of the shows that Matt, my boyfriend, and I are watching is The Americans. It is kind of an older show. It's about Russian spies against the American CIA. It is so good. And so that is the show that whenever he comes over, we watch it. I am not allowed to watch it without him, but he is traveling for Christmas. So we did kind of have a deal where I could watch an episode or two, but that show's really good. What are some other creators you love? That's a really good question. I'd say the first YouTuber I ever got into was Julia Havens. Another YouTuber that I love, Whitney Simmons, the fitness girly, the girly swirly girly. I love her so much. She has such a fun personality. And then a creator I got into recently after she was actually on the Pretty Basic podcast is Aspen Ovard. I think her content is so fun. She is so pretty. I love mom life, I think because I'm in my 30s and I know I want to have kids. It's fun to watch mom content because that's kind of what the next stage of my life will look like, or hopefully look like. So yeah, that's been really fun. Somebody asked career background and how you got into the job you have now. The job I have now, I run all the operations at Pretty Basic. Pretty Basic is a podcast with Alicia Marie and Remy Cruz. I love it. I also do operations for Alicia Marie. She is a content creator, YouTuber. The way I got into that job is kind of a wild journey. My first job out of college was I worked for McDonald's Corporation. I did HR, communications, some marketing. After McDonald's, I became a manager at a PR marketing branding firm. We had a lot of lifestyle clients. One of them was a med spa. Another one was a crystal water bottle company. Another one was like a fitness app. During that time, I really had a spark to start a business of my own. So that's when I quit my job and I launched my swimmer company called LDLA. LDLA is no longer. It was my baby. I'd worked so hard to build that business from the ground up. It was one of the most incredible yet hard experiences of my life because I bet on myself, which is really scary, and I grinded. At the same time that I was like a CEO of my own company, I was also working at a restaurant and I was just hustling. It taught me just a lot about the hard work that goes into building a business, and I have so much respect for business owners. You have to learn a whole lot about everything, and there's certain things in that process where I was like, I didn't even know I needed to know that, and that is where the growth really happens. So when I still had LDLA and the pandemic hit, I have two girlfriends, Ashley and Taryn, that have a podcast named Unsolicited Advice. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. Their listeners write in for different scenarios that they need advice on, and the girls answered that on the podcast, and it is just so good. In October, they do a whole October scary series where people write in their scary stories that actually happen in real life. That podcast is amazing. So during that time, Ashley Nicole and her sister Alicia Marie were launching their own clothing company called Parallel Apparel. They asked me to come on as their marketing director for Parallel Apparel. I also ended up doing a lot of operations for that as well. That was just such a cool business to be a part part of. Ashley and Alicia decided to close Parallel Apparel. I immediately went into doing all the operations for Alicia Marie, and then soon after that became the producer of Pretty Basic. I truly believe I have the best job in the world. I love my job. I love who I work for. To have a hand in the impact that they're creating is really priceless, and I'm very thankful for the job I have. So that was a pretty long way of saying what my career background was and where I'm at today. What is your typical Sunday routine? Talk about church faith. Well, today's Sunday. Happy Sunday. As it relates to my personal journey in faith, I grew up as a Christian. I went to a Christian university. I mean, there's been times where I definitely was not acting like I was following after God. It's been really cool because when I met Matt, he was really involved in his church, and seeing him pursue his faith, it was really encouraging for me. God is teaching me all these new things. I'm doing a devotional right now. It's by Alabaster, and it's a year in the Bible. It has like all these flowers on it. I'll show you guys in one of these vlogs, but I've been going through that, and I read a Bible passage every day. I've never gone through this much of the Bible ever, and now I've gone 13 weeks reading it every single day. So I'm officially a fourth of the way through the Bible. I've seen God change my heart. I've seen just so much of his goodness and his sovereignty. So I'm excited to dive just into the Bible more and more. It's been really cool. Well, I think that is all for now. Thanks for watching. See you on the flip side.